playing time, his talent has been evident, and that talent is strong enough to have earned him a spot in this game. And that says a lot, considering he doesn't play a bunch for his team.
Kaminsky out there with Okafor. And there's Towns, and it's right in at the point. That's the group out in the game right now for the elites. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And he sinks the second.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Cummings kicks to Mack. From 13, Cummings can't hit.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Moutier with the basket, and he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 10 assists. You brought up the big stage, these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase, and for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor, and it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers. And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Now here's Moutier, played in with a nice touch off the glass. Moutier's got 7 now in this quarter.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game. Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Pass to Burgess. Now here's Johnson. Anderson dishes to Moutier. They set the pick. Johnson, that's for 2. And the Stars get it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Now here's Cummings. Okafor, the pass to Cummings. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Stars.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressor.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
And the Stars leading by 18. Here's Burgess. Here's a good screen. Shot clock at 6. And we gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
All the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
So he gets them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
The elites with another miss.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead. No doubt about it.
Time now for an injury report.
He told me that it doesn't look too serious. That's a bitter pill for them to swallow at such an early stage of the season. It really changes the look of this entire team, guys.
All right, Doris. We will, of course, keep updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible. Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Pass to Sparks. We've got 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Picked away. And here's the fast break. Here's Cummings. It's down. A breakaway shot.
And that's very deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
And the Stars have possession. The Elite's getting the bucket there. Passes it to Burgess. Clock at 6. They get it back. Out of bounds. The Elite's take possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on it right now because he's not going to let that one down easily.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. First free throw is good.
At the line for your Elites.
And so Cummings nails them both. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Burgess. He's guarded by Cummings. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better than that.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
So no problem for the Stars as they get the win.
I can't say enough about how well all these young men competed here tonight. A great show for the fans and a clear picture of just how many talented up-and-comers we have here in the NBA.
Greg, no doubt there are some future greats among the players we saw here tonight, and we're pleased to have brought you all the action. So now for Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game. Hard enough for most players to get a triple-double in any game, but he does it yet again. He delivered some serious all-star caliber basketball tonight.
Well, as Dr. O'Neal predicted, I knew he'd be the star of the Rising Stars Challenge this year. I told you that 10 times already, Kenny. So much great young talent on the floor, but this kid stole the show with the display he put on.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is a game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied.
And that wraps up our coverage of the Rising Stars game here on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet and Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We look forward to seeing you again as the second half of the NBA season gets underway.